And welcome back to the Journey of Self. I am your intuitive tarot reader and your host, Brandy. Okay, I've been going for a while, guys. I've been a little bit under the weather. I had to keep my energy close. Okay, so I've come up with a few things while I was going, some new spreads that I think were going to be interesting and rather, full of rather informational. All right, so I also came up with a new way of running through my readings. I'm going to do something for, the best of both worlds in a way, something for the people who just want it quick and straight and to the point. And then I'm going to kind of do an extended version along with that. Okay. So you guys can kind of pick and choose exactly what it is that you want to do. This spread that we're doing today, Where Do You Stand, is the name of it. And it is a 7-card spread. It tells you how you're being viewed by your significant other, partner, whomever this relationship is with, and or how you're feeling in this relationship, as well as some advice and best case scenario. Okay, so this is going to be the Capricorn reading. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first card out is the Lovers. That is how you're being viewed or how you're being seen. Okay, let me just... Okay, just looking for a pin here. I like to keep my place, okay? This is like the second time I'm doing the Capricorn video because the first time I may have called Capricorn something else once or twice, right? So me just being who I am, I'm like, okay, no, I gotta do this again. Right? Don't worry. My cards are consistent. The messages are consistent. So just going to hear it in a different display, but it's probably going to be the same message. Okay. So this is how you're being viewed, how you're being seen by the other person, okay? Or how you're feeling, okay? So yes, this is also a soulmate card. Yes, indeed, okay? So let's see. We have the second position is any actions that may be needed. Okay. I do have 3 cards here. It's the Hierophant, right? The High Priestess, as well as the 6 of Pentacles. Do we need to say more? It's a marriage, intuition, reciprocity, give and take. It's beautiful. And that's exactly how the reading was before. And that's kind of what, I was like, okay, no, we have to do this again. Because it's so beautiful, this reading, okay? Where you stand in this relationship. All right, so we have the King of Pentacles. That came out in reverse for the 3rd position, which is the variable position or that thing that you can't control, okay? You may be dealing with another earth sign. Or maybe you're just feeling a little bit off center because maybe this connection is that deep or that complicated or that intense. Now in the 4th position. Oh, look. Gosh. In the 4th position, we have the King of Swords. Okay. So this is your level of performance in this relationship. Okay. For some of you, this could be being a little bit reckless, being a little bit of a sharp tongue. However truthful it may be. Okay. The Knight of Swords is a very young energy. He can sometimes, be reckless in his own right, rather immature. Okay. In the upright, it does talk about fast movement. Maybe this situation is progressing fast. Okay? Change or improve. The Six of Wands. Wands is about passion. The Six of Wands is about recognition. The Six of Wands is about recognition. Okay? So maybe you could express to this person that you would like a little bit more attention or recognition, or maybe you need to pay them a little bit more attention and recognition. However it goes, we do have for the last question asked, which is, why is this happening? We do have the Judgment card here. Okay. Judgment, Judgment talks about a decision being made and then almost like a rebirth happening. Okay. All right. In this particular situation, I feel like you know exactly what you need to do. For some people, best case scenario for this is going to be marriage. It is going to be marriage. There's going to be a choice made to do that and deepen the relationship, and that will be okay. And that is going to be, but this is obvious because of the order in which the cards came out, the action that is needed or the action that will be taken, the thing that cannot be controlled. Okay, we're going to clarify the King of Pentacles as we move on. Okay, now, best case scenario for this situation hasn't even come out yet, okay? We've just gotten that much from the actual spread itself. This is the last card in the spread, the 7th card, best case scenario. And we had like 4 cards pop out, 3 cards, okay? So we do have victory with an air sign, okay? Maybe this person already has children, either with you or with someone else, okay? There will be a new spark, passion, if this relationship is already existing. If this relationship is new, you will know it by the way it knocks you off your feet, that spark that you feel, okay? This reading was so simple and straightforward. I love it, okay? Let's go ahead and pull 3 of the Romance Angel cards by Doreen Virtue. I always like to give out 3 of these during my love reading. Okay? And this is where you stand. All right, Capricorn? This is where you stand. Being seen as a lover, being seen as a partner, being seen as an equal, if nothing, if at the least, okay? Being seen as an equal. Being seen, the action that is needed, wanted, desired, the action that is needed, like I said, to be taken. We have the High Priestess as well as the 6 of Pentacles, okay? And we have the Hierophant. All right, so if at the very least, if this does not talk about marriage, it talks about a deep partnership with a good understanding, because that's another concept that the Hierophant actually does represent besides establishment, church, things of that nature, okay? That is another example of something that the Hierophant does actually represent, which is a good understanding, okay? And then we have the 6 of Pentacles, which always talks about reciprocity, give and take, benevolence. These are beautiful cards. There's a little swiftness happening here. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the presence of this air sign. Maybe they just want to get straight to the point. I don't know. There's a victory, though, to be had as well in this situation. Okay? Like I said, there may be children involved already in this situation. All right? This person can definitely be a soulmate. Okay? All right. So we have our 3 cards, our 3 Doreen Virtue cards, okay? This one says finance and career, right? So financial issues are a factor in your love life right now, all right? We also have this card of romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring, okay? Some of us, now here with the things you can't control, it makes more sense, right? When they say finances and career, it does make more sense because the King of Pentacles is very stable. You know, he's not a risk taker with his money. Like, he knows exactly what he's going to do. He makes calculated moves. He's a good businessman. All right. So there may be financial restrictions on your relationship. But here, these two cards, as well as this card, lets me know that you are going to get that renewal that you're looking for. If you just use your intuition and do what you have to do, you know, put in the work, you know, be benevolent, be giving, have gratitude, because that'll just bring more of that into your life, right? But it just lets me know that spark is going to come back. Don't worry. Don't worry. If you're wondering about a spark that maybe has gone out in the recent, don't worry, okay? And this one, now for the people who are just beginning, okay? This is a card that says very soon, okay? It says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, all right? Very soon, because very soon you will, I feel like goes with that other card, you will meet the romantic partner you seek, okay? So, guys, that has been the first portion. That's the short version. Okay, now we're going to go into the extended version. Okay. So let's go ahead and clarify the lovers. There may be a little bit of just a little conflict in regards to trying to figure out how things are going to balance out, how things are going to work, the inner workings of this relationship. Okay. Excuse me. Some people may have, like I said, a little bit of a conflict, right? You know, here, I feel like it'll be okay, right? Because you just need to see, you know, in a way, like the bigger picture, and it'll be okay. You know, swords are about thought. It's about ideas, right? So conceptually, you need to see the bigger picture. When this moves out, you'll be able to see more of, you know, what lies ahead of you. There will be victory in the situation. Okay. So if there is a little bit of a conflict right now, you know, you guys are trying to find balance, find, you know, balance to something. Maybe this is a long-term relationship that hasn't really led to marriage just yet. There may be children involved. Yes, indeed. This can also be a new relationship where money is an issue and maybe the relationship has not been able to get off the ground just yet. Okay. I do see that this could involve an air sign. Okay. Can also involve a fire sign. All right. I don't see too much water going on in here. So let's see. Let's clarify the King of Pentacles in the reverse, in the variable position. The Ace of Cups. Okay. So maybe it's saying that you can't control how other people feel, because that is clarifying the King of Pentacles in you can't control, you know, love. You can't control, in a way, you got to remember the Ace of Cups, destiny, in a way, a blessing or a gift from above, right? The six of swords, okay? We have the Six of Swords and the Ace of Wands. These are the two cards clarifying the King of Pentacles. Like I said, don't worry. This is going to come to an end. You will actually see, you know, some of the fruits of your labor if there are financial constraints. If you are waiting, don't worry. You are getting closer to this person that you do seek, indeed. Okay? Now, let me see here. We're going to clarify the next section, which is the action that is needed. Oop. We do have, these cards try to flick out. We do have an air sign, the King of Swords, which can also represent an Aquarius. We do have the Two of Cups, and the Hierophant is repeated again. Excuse me, guys. When I clarify, which I hardly ever do, but when I clarify, my cards are just a little bit, redundant and sarcastic in a way. Okay? It's like obvious what this is about, in a way my cards are kind of saying. And then we have the Knight of Swords, okay? Which is clarified by the Eight of Wands. So there may be some information that propels the situation in a different, in this direction. Okay? Then we have the Page of Wands, which can talk about a very young energy. Can also talk about a player, but I don't think that's even relevant to what's going on here. This is a new love starting, and this is a new love starting and to find another spark. Okay? And we do have the Page of Wands here. And the Page of Wands is actually a dreamer as well. But it can also indicate the presence of a fire sign. Okay? So we have the Six of Wands. Let's go ahead and clarify that. Let's see why the Six of Wands is actually present. Clarified by the Seven of Wands in reverse. In other words, like we were saying before, either you need a little bit more attention, maybe there is some conflict, maybe people are kind of trying to focus on the problem and solving it, which is great, right? But it's echoed. Once again, either they need attention or you need attention. But you need to tell them if you do need attention, or you need to give them attention if that's what they're telling you, or if that's what you feel like, you need to do. The Hierophant is here. The High Priestess is here, as well as the Hierophant. In this situation, I don't believe that the Hierophant just means marriage. I do believe that it also means a good understanding. So if nothing, at the very least, the Hierophant is here and the High Priestess is here. Once the High Priestess is here and the Hierophant is here twice, meaning that if nothing else, you do have a good understanding. So you kind of know exactly what's going on. You know if this is in reference, what this is in reference, I should say. And then the High Priestess is also here. Okay, so that means to me as well, intuition, you have the answers that you seek. Okay. Now we have knowing that some information may come in, and we also have, definitely see passion coming in. The Eight of Wands are about passion and things of that nature, inspiration, that gumption, that get up and go. Okay. Right. And then also too, the wands appeared again, so we know that there may be some information, and we know that it can come, as good news, right? Page of Wands was present. Good news, young energy. And I do believe that here with the Judgment card, we've already clarified the Six of Wands, right? It was clarified by the Seven of Wands in reverse. Yeah. All right. The Judgment card is here. This is becoming extremely clear. The Judgment card is here. Okay. And the Judgment card, the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So yes, once again, I do believe that there may be, some conflicts, some money issues going on in this relationship, and that's okay. You guys are going to get through it. There's going to be a victory. Okay, I do have you're going to work hard to do this. I do have the Ten of Pentacles here. I have the Page of Cups. So this can also mean new love. You may be wondering if the finances, are going to be enough or if they're going to work out. And we have the Seven of Pentacles, which lets me know that you're kind of like just doing an inventory, going over things, thinking about it. Okay. So the best case scenario is that it's clarified also too by the Page of Cups. Someone is going to make a love offer. All right. And I feel like the way this person is going to do that is they've gotten this new inspiration to do this. They found this new passion. They're going to cut out the unnecessary things. They're going to find victory in doing so. Okay. And this is clarified to me by the Seven of Pentacles, as well as the Ten of Pentacles, as well as the Page of Cups. Okay. So Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull 3 of the Spirit Messages cards. Okay, so we have 3 cards. One of them is let go. Okay, let go. It says, once you let go of the outcome, you'll be able to release all emotional constraints that have held you back in the past. Trust in a higher good and the guidance of spirit, as we have only your best interests at heart and will do everything in our power to protect you. Next card, receive. Okay? You are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others. But now it is time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is a natural law and order of the universe. Okay? And here we go with the last card, right? The Strength card. Strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence, conviction, and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful ways of replenishing your soul with strength on a continuous basis. You're never really alone, as we are always with you. So guys, this being the ending of the reading, I do invite you guys to, like I said, share with me some inspirational things that you can share with me at thejourneyofself@gmail.com, as well as visit me at thejourneyofself.org. Okay, guys, that's where you can get your personal tarot readings. That's where you can also get educational information like tarot classes. All right. Also provided on my website. All right. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.